Yay! We're live for episode 5 of Masks, Heroes Abound. Starring with Steve.
Wraith, the Legacy.
Excellent. Billy Joe, playing as
Leech, the...
Reformed.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that one.
I'm here for you, buddy. Joshua as...
Molly playing the Nova.
And last but definitely not least, Adam, playing as...
Nyx, the Scion.
Excellent. And I am Scott of Scott's Case Files. And here we are for another exciting episode. So, first of all, do we have... do you guys do any new advances since last session?
Oh, yes, I do have an advance that I need to take.
I did an advance as well.
Okay. What's yours, Nyx?
I did from the Legacy Handbook, Never Give Up, Never Surrender.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that. Cool. Good choice. Good choice.
Well, I did figure that since Nyx was taking a lot of powerful blows constantly in every session, that would be a good one to take.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
My second advance after you gave us that first, after I got missed that first session. So I picked it at the end of the session.
Oh, was that the extra flares or something new?
Yeah. Yeah, I put down, I added the 3 new flares, so now I have all the flares.
Ooh, now you're dangerous. Excellent. Very cool.
Especially with that warship one.
Yeah, that worship one's crazy.
Nice.
I like the one where you create automatic, like, automatons.
Well, the constructs?
Yeah.
They would be elementals.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much elementals, more or less.
So I have a question for you, Scott.
Yes.
The Reformed has an option for advancement to take a move from another playbook.
Gotcha.
Can I take Burn from the Nova playbook?
Oh, we actually just covered that with Adam. So that's
I
not,
asked the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so that's not a move per se. So that's a special ability, and without it, basically you can't get any flares to go with it, that kind of thing.
That
Yeah.
was my confusion when we first started out. When you started talking about moves, it's like, I don't have any moves.
Exactly.
I have burns.
Gotcha.
Right. So that's something, Burn is specific to the Nova, so no, you cannot take that.
Yeah, I tried to go that route too.
Yep.
All
There's like again there's some other stuff like
yeah, there's other stuff though.
Yeah. I mean, there's other stuff in terms of like stuff that's not moves. It's specifically not a move. For example, no one can take the Reformed criminal underworld contacts,
Right.
type of thing, because that's part of that playbook there. That type of thing. Anything else in mind? Let's see. Yeah, when I was kind of going with over with Adam about this, so like in masks, generally the abilities you have are there. That's what you have. That's what you're always going to have, and then the moves just kind of build on what's already there, generally speaking. But we can certainly, again, let's see what hits your fancy, and we can certainly work it into the fiction, that kind of thing.
Sorry, I had a sunbeam in my face.
You did have a sunbeam in your face.
You shut your mouth.
No.
Sometimes it's hard, man.
Okay. All right. Now, okay. Cameras were frozen on the stream there for a second. We're good now. All is right in the world. Anything else trigger your interest there, Billy Joe?
I'm actually looking at the beacon moves because they seem to fit in a little more tightly with the Reformed theme, which is just based off of the other Reformed abilities are a little more like Green Arrow than say Supergirl.
Cool.
Yeah, the beacon moves are what I'm looking at right now. But I don't want to hold the game up on that.
No, we can definitely take a look. Hold on. Let's see. Nope, that's not right. Da-da-da. Um,
Did you look at the brain moves as well?
No, I hadn't yet.
One of those is you've achieved mastery over a field of science and technology.
Oh, that would fit with the character.
oh, that's not what I'm looking. Damn it. Rotate. So I'm just trying to. One of my items here is not updating correctly. Let's see. There we go. That. Okay, it don't let me stop you from talking about that. That's fine.
I'm reading. I'm still reading. Let's see.
All right, cool. All right, now I'm back to where I need to be. Excellent.
So the one from Beacon that looks particularly interesting is Straight Up Creepin'. So when you scope out a person or place, roll plus mundane. On 10 plus, ask 2. On 7 to 9, ask 1. And there's sort of like assess the situation, but specifically about the scene, the environment that you're in. Best way in and out, what happened here recently, what's here worth grabbing, who or what here is not what they seem, and whose place is this.
Cool. And also, I know one of the things when I was going over with Adam, like interesting powers for him, like the beacons, no powers, not nearly enough training. Basically, picking up items as you go and using them, that kind of thing. If that fits with you, but that's okay. So yeah, Straight Up Creeping looks pretty cool. Roll plus mundane. Yeah. And yeah, and a reformed would know how to scope out a place. I think we can safely say that. So cool. Yeah, why don't you write that one down if that appeals to you?
I'm still looking at the brain moves, but yeah, I'm gonna pencil that in for now.
That's fair. All right. So let's if it's cool, or let's skip straight to the game here.
Yeah.
I actually want to start off with Leech, if that's okay.
Okay, sure.
Cool. So yeah, you're at the halfway house. You're doing your thing, your normal morning routine, whatnot. You know do they serve like do they do like a breakfast type line there? Is there a kitchen there that caters to the people, the inhabitants of the halfway house?
There's a cooking rotation amongst the residents.
Oh, cool. So you all participate. That's teaches you life skills which are necessary for surviving on the outside.
Exactly.
Excellent. Cool. Yeah, so you're kind of doing your thing. Take some breakfast, all the good stuff.
1d7 on a 1, it was going to be my turn to cook.
Fair enough. Cool. All right, so you're not cooking. Yeah.
Nope.
Go through the line. You are you kind of finish your thing. Is this a class day or is this a work day?
What day of the week is it?
Let's say it is a Thursday.
Thursday. I think today is a work day.
All right. So you head out the door. You kind of get your stuff on. You got your ID badge for the lab, all that kind of good stuff. Across the street from where you're at, you spot a familiar face, and it's you know her as Quick Strike.
Quick Strike. Okay.
Yeah, and you know her well. You were actually her sidekick at one point. Back in the pre-reform days. and she's in civilian clothes. She has like a heavy coat on. She's never without her whip, which is her main weapon. This like energy whip,
Okay.
and she looks hurt. The way you've been around her long enough, you've kind of patched each other's wounds and that kind of thing, that you kind of see she's in pain, and she's scared, and you can see she's kind of looking at you with those eyes that say, "Please help me."
Yeah, I immediately approach her. Quick strike. What's wrong? What's going on?
She kind of smiles, and as people are walking by on the street, she's like, Norma, remember?
Right. Sorry, Norma.
She's like, Rudy, I need to talk to you. I need some help.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the park.
Park is fine. It's not too far, is it?
No, just down around the corner.
All right. So she's limping. You can tell, she at one point, people are starting to, she can see like someone down the streets kind of noticing her limp, and you can see her kind of buckling, giving, that extra little bit of effort to walk as though she's not in some kind of pain.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys make it to the park after a bit. Nothing strange as near as you can tell. But she sits down immediately, just flops down on a bench, right on one of the like side paths, that the bikers would take.
Mm-hmm.
And she opens up her coat, and there is a bandaged slice like down her torso, cutting
Mm-hmm.
from her side to her ribs to like just down to under her abdomen level.
Yeah.
She's like, I need some kind of help here. I can't go to the hospital, of course.
Of course. So I take a look around me. Let's say there's like a couple bushes, like some flowering bushes to one side. Can I drain the vitality from that? Or do I specifically have to drain vitality from people?
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, it'd be people or animals, that kind of thing.
Animals. Insects?
No, like
Ah,
dogs, pretty cute little dogs and cute little kitties and bunnies.
I'm sure.
Squirrels. Everybody hates squirrels. Pigeons.
Yeah,
Small
okay.
kids.
Small
True.
kids.
I say, all right, just hold on for a second. So I just start reaching out, and just kind of, I try to direct the, sort of letting the hunger's semi-sentience take over, but
Mhm.
still trying to direct it a little bit, like avoid humans, avoid obvious pets. I want to go for obvious wildlife, squirrels and stuff, squirrels and birds in the trees, that kind of thing. Rabbits underground. But
Gotcha.
then I figured that would be an unleash to just kind of let it go.
Let's see. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's go with that. Extend your senses, so to speak. Yeah. So go ahead and roll with freak.
Did it go? Yeah. Oh crap.
Cool. So so your powers reach out. The kind of the smoky tendrils, kind of zip out towards one of the nearby like bush / tree outcroppings,
Uh-huh.
and it comes back. You feel some energy coming back to you. You definitely feel that kind of rush. Again, I would imagine for him that was part of the cool part of his power. It feels like a euphoric rush as he gets
Hmm.
life
Yeah,
force
like
sucked into
his
him.
his eyes light up a little bit. There's definitely, if somebody's paying attention, if they know what to look for, there's definitely a visual effect to it too.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you feel it. And I'm assuming the reason you're doing that is to kind of give it a little bit to her.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool. We've
yeah. I
never
wanted,
done.
I wanted, I wanted, yeah, I wanted to drain some so that I could then like redirect it to her.
Cool. All right. Why not? Yeah, you're able to do that. You see, the tendrils kind of sink into her wound, and you kind of see it heal itself from the inside out, just like a wound would. Just as you do that, you kind of look off to the side, and this you know mother doe with her little baby comes out, and they're like they're like
fawn.
limping. They're a little fawn, and both of them just kind of go to one leg, and then just collapse right in front of you.
Oh no! Right in front of
Wow.
us.
Wow, super villain right there.
Oh my god! I killed Bambi. Oh my god! I killed Bambi.
But
I think I should take the guilty condition for that.
only
I'm
if you
doing
want
it.
to.
Oh
All
my
right.
god!
All right.
Like, I'm horrified.
Yeah.
So
You're not talking about Leech. You're talking about Bill's taking the guilty condition.
No, that's Leech.
but yeah, so Quick Strike kind of sees that too. She sees your concern, and she's like, "That's kind of how I knew you would cut it in my world." And she's like, yeah, she kind of, you can see her wince as like no one likes being touched by her tendrils. That would be masochistic. You haven't met a masochist yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the tendrils kind of creep in, and as they close things up, they kind of get pushed out naturally by the the force of the knitting flesh.
Mhm.
She's like, "Thanks, kid. I feel closer to my full 100%."
So you're actually gonna tell me what happened?
It's not what's happening; it's what's happening.
Okay, well, what's happening then?
I have Silver Orchid on my tail, and she is, as you can tell, out for blood. Silver Orchid is a familiar name. She's like a like a power suit type of hero. Can fly. Has a katana type weapon as her kind of like main thing.
Okay.
And she's after me. She's not happy with last job I pulled. We don't need to get into that. I don't need you testifying. And I just need a place to hide.
Is Silver Orchid another villain, or is she a hero?
She's a hero.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should have probably meant that. And you would recognize that name easily. In fact, all of you would, should you hear it.
Yeah. Okay. I say I need to make a call. I'll be right back. And I want to go a little ways away and call Night Stalker and ask for advice.
What do you actually say on the phone? If I'm assuming you leave a message on the line type of thing, or text him to the special number. What do you specifically say?
Yeah, basically.
Which hand do you text with? It's not that kind of game, don't worry. It's fine. You're fine.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Is the phone in your offhand?
Are you dual wielding phones?
Oh my goodness!
Is that your deer killer hand or the other one?
Shh. Okay. But no, I say I have a former air quotes companion asking me for a kind of help that I don't think I should provide, but I don't feel like I can say no.
Gotcha. It takes a little bit. You're kind of used to him not replying to you right away. In fact, he doesn't reply to any of you right away. Half the time you feel like it's just on principle.
Like he's waiting for us to figure it out on our own.
Yeah, or you have to kind of pay your dues and wait type of thing. He had to wait, so by gosh darned it, you're gonna wait. He texts back. Easy enough to call the police.
But she's my friend.
And he goes, villain / mask ?
Yes, the former.
You don't, the sigh is implied because he doesn't actually put it in the text, but there is a sigh implied there. Yeah, so his text back is, this one's on you, kid. Figure out what's right.
Thanks for the help.
He goes, in all in caps, anytime! Exclamation point.
Right.
Hashtag left a movie for this.
Hashtag it probably wasn't that good anyway. I tell shit. I tell her, I go back over to her, I say, Norma, I can't. Sorry, I can't. And I can't really not call the cops either.
Like, damn it. I figured you'd say that. She takes out her own cell, flicks it open, and she does the FaceTime. We don't want to steal their trademark or anything, so it's not a FaceTime per se. It's a video call. Don't infringe on the Apple man. But she flips it open, and it shows another face a face you don't recognize. Let's see where I put it down on my notes here. You would recognize you don't recognize them like from having known them, but you do see Mr. Mist, kind of a up and coming hero. Probably or not a hero, but a villain. He probably took your place after you left. At least that's you kind of heard through the grapevine here and there through your criminal contacts, if you will. And he has George.
Oh, snap.
And it's not in a place that you recognize. The background.
Let me see. Can I?
And George, it's muted, but if you can kind of read the lips, he's mouthing, "Call the police."
That's not how we do things here, Chiefs.
Actually, no, that's exactly what I do. Or she's looking at her phone, right? Like, or is she watching me? Like, what's?
Yeah, she's looking at your reaction as she kind of shows you the phone.
Okay.
She's like, "What's it gonna be, Rudy?"
But what are you planning to do to him?
I'm hoping not to have to do anything at all.
Well,
However,
you wouldn't kill him, would you?
Oh, kiddo. She kind of goes out, kind of nods her head at Bambi and her fawn, and she's like, things happen when you're trying to, put a plan together. You know what I'm saying? So come on, you gotta hide me somewhere. Everything works out for everybody.
Okay, let me make a call. Okay.
Who you gonna call?
Just let me make a call. 911.
She's like, Missed. And he's like, he didn't do it, huh? Okay. And he like takes his hand, which turns to like missed, hence his name. And you see it kind of go down George's throat, and you can start to see that it's choking him. He is now being suffocated. She's like, you might want to not dial that last one. You can't take that back. They trace it right away, and then we're out of business. More importantly, your friend here is out of business.
Oh, they've already answered. They've already traced the call.
Kiddo, I was hoping it wouldn't be like this. Missed. We don't make threats we aren't ready to carry out on. And she closes up the phone and starts to back away.
Where is he? Where'd you put him? Where do you have him?
She's like, why don't you, since you definitely know her and whatnot, let's go ahead and pierce the mask.
Yeah.
That's probably the best move and you pretty much triggered it right now. Looking for answers.
All right. It's plus mundane.
Yep, roll plus mundane.
Full hit.
Nice. All right, ask 3 questions.
All right. What are you really planning?
You can tell, she's really planning on finding a safe place to hide. Just whatever has to happen to get her there.
That's just literally her. She wants to hide from Silver Orchid.
Yeah.
That's her
Yes.
entire motivation here. Okay.
Her entire motivation is to hide from Silver Orchid. All this is just stuff she has to do to achieve that end.
How could I gain influence over her?
You could gain influence over her by getting her hidden until she and Mist can regroup.
Okay.
And your third?
Well, it seems like the answers to the other ones are all pretty obvious. Help me, 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 help me.
How could I get your character too?
How could I get your character, or how could I get you to, any suggestions from the Peanut Gallery?
Maybe.
Yeah, or do this without, resorting to violence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Or how could I get you to let George go?
The answer is help me. That's-
Just putting it out there. If you don't have a third one, we can hold that for just a little bit, but it's going to go
Yeah.
away shortly.
Yeah, I'll bank it.
Okay. Like I said, it's going to go away very shortly. So like after
Sure.
this scene ends,
Yeah.
just put it out there.
Yep.
He's like, you must not have liked that guy. I was trying to find someone that you'd actually care about, but
I do really
Here we
like
are.
that guy, but he was even telling me to call the cops.
yeah, scared people do stupid things. I came
You know
to
what?
you. Now, come on.
Yeah, you came to me. Scared people do stupid things. Obviously, you don't know me as well as you used to. Or you wouldn't have come to me.
Like he has 2 minutes of breath left, probably. As long as he's not struggling too much. What's it gonna be? You know I don't play.
What else how many other ways can I tell you no?
She kind of shakes her head. She kind of backs up. Keeps backing away from you. She's obviously about to get the hell out of there.
I mean, I would really prefer you didn't run.
She's like, I prefer to be eating a nice, thick, hot pastrami sandwich somewhere else in a nice deli. But guess what? Here I am, finished nursing a wound. I'm about to pull my whip on an old friend.
Well, then I'm gonna have to take that healing back. And I start reaching out towards her.
All right. First, take a powerful blow.
Okay. It's plus conditions.
Yep. And what conditions do you have? Just remember, keep
I have-
in mind, what all you guys kind of keep in mind, what we need to do to remove those and that kind of stuff. Whatever
Yeah,
conditions
I
you
have
might still have.
guilty and hopeless right now.
Gotcha.
So I could clear hopeless by just giving in to her because it would just relieve everything. But
Yeah,
I wanna
easy way out.
I wanna be difficult with her.
That is your
Poor George.
poor George.
Hey, shut up. Oh, that's a hit.
All right.
Just barely a hit, too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. On a 7 and 9, choose one.
Well, I don't have any teammates. I'm gonna give ground.
Okay. All right. She this powerful blow is basically from her actually extending her whip out to you and snapping you straight in the chest. You're having, I won't say intimate knowledge of her, having, you're being very familiar with her and what she's capable of and what her whip is. You know that she can put it on like a cut mode, a heat mode, a force mode. It looks like you took a bunch of force. So you basically take a shot to the chest and suddenly you're being blown like 12 feet back and into the bushes.
Okay.
All right. By the time you get back out, she is now not there. And we'll cut to you guys. This is a Thursday. Are you guys at school at this point?
What time of day is it?
Morning. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I would say by this time.
Yeah, I think I was cool.
Cool.
There are, let's say there's an assembly this morning. You know how they love doing those band and chorus and choir. What's the difference between a chorus and a choir? I have no idea. The band thing, the drama club comes out for a quick show of, a quick snippet of one of their plays coming on. Those drama folk. They love to get just just that little bit in there. Yeah. You guys are just doing a assembly, kind of whiling the time by at this point.
This is so boring.
And this is from someone who's never had to sit through a choir thing, chorus, band thing her entire life. And even on the first try, it still sucks.
She would be intrigued by the drama people, though. The chance to be somebody else is fascinating.
Oh, gotcha. That's really cool.
Name. I guess we would have to name the school then.
Yeah, have we
Just
named it
curious,
yet?
like, have we actually named the school?
We haven't.
I
Okay.
don't recall.
Oh, what's its name? Who wants to jump in?
Are we in a just like New York style public school where like Halcyon City PB number 512?
No,
PS 512, excuse me.
it'll probably have an actual name. Let's say it has an actual name. Let's give it some style here.
Probably named after a superhero.
Cool.
So, do we need to create a superhero, or do we pull from the small pool that we've already made?
Anything you like.
I think we've made mostly villains, right?
Yeah, at this point.
We've made a couple of heroes, but mostly villains, yeah. I think, wasn't like Silver Sentinel in the book of being one of the heroes?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, even if he's not, we'll make it Silver Sentinel High.
Silver Sentinel High. Awesome. And and of course, the Silver Sentinel is your mascot. So,
Yeah.
let's say the Silver
Robot
Sentinel.
with cogs sticking out of it.
can like Sentinel could like grow to huge, huge size. Maybe it's a sentient robot. Nobody's quite sure. It's just silver, hence the name.
And it stands guard.
And stands guard.
It's actually a pretty crappy superhero because that's all he does is stand guard. Doesn't actually do anything.
You guys, the three of you get a purple rain. And it accompanies a message that accompanies, "Where's Leech at?"
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, the kids next to you are, because you guys can't put it on silent. That defeats the entire purpose of having purple rain as the signal device. If it just buzzes, that's freaking boring. So yeah, the kids next to you are like, purple, and they're looking at you like, what in the hell? And it's you get the stares. It's like you get one guy in front of you that's like, I like that song. It's better than this crap. But the other ones are just kind of giving you that mean stare. In fact, the teacher's probably at the end going, take it outside, or I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you later. Type of thing.
No, Deborah, we'll talk to you.
I talk to my homeroom teacher and I say I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. You're at my graduation, Deborah.
I
just let that one out.
I have a girl moment. I have to go to the bathroom, like now.
Oh yeah, nobody questions that. Just go.
Meanwhile, the guys are like, "Hold it."
I'm wearing white pants. I am not holding it.
All right. So, just you go outside, or are you guys all finding reasons to get out there?
I think I'll excuse myself.
I could throw you again.
Oh Jesus! All right. How about Molly or what do you call it? I can't remember your name. Jonas. Is Jonas getting out?
Yeah, I don't really know what kind of excuse I would give except to just get up and leave. If an adult tries to talk to me, I'll take off running.
That's fair. All right, yeah, so you guys are outside. Things are kind of quiet, obviously, because almost the entire school is inside. Right now, it's like teachers in the lounge here and there, or, drinking behind their desks, or taking a nap, or whatever it is that, teachers...
Coffee. Drinking coffee.
Yeah, shooting coffee. And, yeah, so everything's rather quiet out here. In fact, the auditorium is soundproofed. So yeah, it's basically this, you're like, ding, 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 and close it and then silence. All you can hear is the air conditioning.
I swear to everything, I would have turned evil if we would have sat in there one more minute.
Like, that's sort of give you like a look like, shh, we're calling Rudy, and I dial up Rudy.
All right, this will match with Rudy's picking himself up off the ground moment.
Yeah.
Where are you? You okay? Nice Stalker just called for like wondering where you were.
I have a situation. Masked situation. And I tell him,
get there as soon as you can. What happened? You're on speakerphone too.
Oh, no, crap.
Yeah, everyone has to pipe in.
Thank you for this, Rudy. We appreciate it.
And Rudy's like, "What the are you talking about?"
Worst assembly ever. They just did like a 5-minute part of Death of the Salesman, and I figured I was the one who was dying.
Oh, that part was great.
Okay, so basically, an old friend of mine, I sidekicked for her back in my villainy days, and she had been sliced open by Silver Orchid, and she said she needed a place to hide, and I healed her up a little bit, but when I said I couldn't give her a place to hide, she revealed that she had kidnapped George, the guy who works at my halfway house, and now she's disappeared, and she might be trying to kill him.
What do we know about Silver Orchid? Is she usually kind of aggressive like this?
She would be known as a more aggressive hero. Her sword is also of the energy type. It can be used. It can be used again for like a nervous system overload type of thing, or an actual cut, or that kind of thing. But whereas she tends to stay away from cutting, there's been a time or two where she may have gone a little too far.
Well, yeah, she's a loose cannon. We should probably maybe help George out because if this person is that desperate to get away from her, then yeah, probably is going to do harm to George.
Right. So I just don't know where George is. We FaceTimed, but I didn't recognize the place where they were. Is there oh crap, where did my thing go?
Leech, you do have a contact, Cousin Loveless, who has insider info sometimes.
I know, that's true. Let's see.
I think I want to pierce Leech's mask to find out what's going on here.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose, he's betrayed enough of what's going on over the thing. But yeah, sure, roll with mundane. Oh, and Leech, also remember to take potential for that vitality suck failure before.
Yeah, I did.
The vitality sucks.
All right, 10 plus. Ask 3 of Leech. And Leech, you have to answer honestly.
Oh yeah.
So, like, she asks you for help. What do you intend to do?
I don't know. Night Stalker wasn't any help. He just said, "Figure it out." I mean, we have to rescue George, I guess. That's ultimately what we have to do.
But you're not going to help her?
Well, if Silver Orchid is after her, I mean, Silver Orchid's a hero, so she must have a reason for going after her. And Quickstrike is a villain, so
That is the question.
she should probably get caught.
Why is she going after her so fervently?
I didn't ask, and she got away before I could. She didn't even really give me time to ask her any questions.
What can I do to help you? In other words, what do you really want me to do?
Right. I need you and somebody to track George down while I go after Quickstrike.
That's good.
And whoever isn't going to help you track down George needs to come and help me track down Quickstrike.
Oh my god, we're dividing the group.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes the team has to split.
And happened once.
So I guess you just told me what you're really planning. I will leave that at that.
I think probably doing some sort of backhanded, nefarious stuff. It might be good if I went with Leech.
Done.
Since there's no more a high ground that we really have to go beyond.
I don't like that idea. Because it's too tempting to try to fall back into that. And if I have somebody with moral ambiguity by my side, then I'm afraid that I'm going to be tempted to fall back into that life. I need Molly to keep me on the up and up.
Ooh, very cool. This is the first time I've seen Leech treat his villainy as a addiction, pretty much. No, exactly. Really, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice facet.
Meanwhile, Wraith is going like, what about me?
You're just a little too goody-goody.
Fine. Nix and I will find George.
I think he's growing away from the group.
Wraith looks more like the cop than Molly.
Sorry, or Wraith. I just assumed that you would want to find George. Do you want to help me instead? That's fine. If you want to help me, I would rather that I have the help of somebody who wants to help me. We don't have any bad blood here, do we?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys do?
Started.
So I tell Molly where I am at the park, and I call into work.
Oh, jeez. What's the excuse you use when they ask you what's going on?
My friend is really sick, and I have to take care of him. He cannot be on his own.
Yeah, they're kind of like the young, like they have like this like intern administrative position at the labs where you work. He's like a guy probably your age. You met him. He's like, bro, that generally doesn't fly. And you know what? I mean, I hate to be a narc, but we're told that we have to, call your guy George Wong over at your place, and if anything, if you call in. So I'm gonna have to call him, but I'll let him know that it was for a good reason.
You want the truth then? The truth is that George has been kidnapped, and I have to go try to find him.
Okay, we're gonna go with you have a friend that needs some help, and then we'll just work that out. I don't even know George's number. I lost it. Let's just, yeah. I'm comfortable here. I'm just gonna hang up, and I hope you're just joking because I never really can tell with you because you're hard to read and click.
He just hangs up in the middle of a sentence.
He just hangs up.
Yep. Awesome.
All
okay.
Right. What do you guys do?
I've successfully called into work. So I
unleash your powers.
Well, actually, yeah. Can I use my unleash sort of like a bloodhound, like tracking for a scent? Like if it's recent enough, could there be like, do people leave a trail that I could follow?
That's interesting. I'm gonna say that's.
She was bleeding.
Yeah, well, she was until she got healed up.
Yeah, but it was his power. You should be able to track his own power.
Oh, yeah. Could I track somebody that I've used my power on if it's in the recent past?
Interesting. Well, you definitely know where Mama Deer and Baby Deer are. Sure. Let's go for it. Why not? Let's have some fun with this power. So yeah, go ahead and roll plus freak unleash.
Full hit.
Nice.
All right.
All right. You are at least able to get. I'll say you have a nice direction.
Yeah. That's all. There's really the most I was hoping for, anyway.
Yeah, a direction and like a general feel of a distance. It could be anywhere past a range of like, a mile or so to like, let's say the southeast. This is going towards the water.
Okay.
So that's a good place to start. And Molly, are you gonna fly it over there?
I was about to ask, is this a full mask situation, or do I need to take a bus?
Full mask situation.
Okay. So, yeah, up into the air, arcing over the city and back down towards the park.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I tell you the cross streets so you can identify them from the air. I have my purple suit on, so you can probably see me pretty good.
No, that's
when you see me just sort of stop in the air and checking my phone for Google Maps.
Well, when you think about it, Halcyon City has to be navigatable by the air.
Mm-hmm.
because he has
Oh,
so many
yeah.
flying heroes. So yeah, there probably are signs that are like, there's one tilted, one tilted this way, one tilted this way on its side.
You
so
know
you
what?
can see up.
It's probably just like real life Google Maps. The names of the streets are painted on the streets.
Nice.
Very nice.
Possible.
That's hilarious. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. So you guys are gonna meet up. How about team?
Fine, George.
Team. What do you call Nyx? How do you combine Nyx and Wraith? Rinks.
Wix.
Team Rix. Nath. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Like, I turn to next. Like, any ideas?
We could. Do we know where George lives?
Halfway house.
Well, that's where he works.
I thought you said before that he lives there too, but maybe I misremembered that.
It is obvious by our name, though. I mean, we're like, night and day, dark and light. It's very obvious on that one. I'm light, he's dark.
Oh, you're going for the name of the team?
Yeah,
Light and
sorry.
dark. We're back on that? Okay.
Yeah.
Light and dark. You're Team Yin Yang. Team Yin Yang.
That is the important part in this.
There you go.
Ebony and Ivory.
There you go. Excellent.
We could, I'm assuming he was probably taken either at his
Start
house
investigating there.
or at the halfway house. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Start investigating.
Now, I have to look at my sheet also, Wraith. My cheat sheet on you. Are you able to go to your do you have the move where you can go to your legacy or anything like
I do
that?
not have Words of the Past yet.
Okay.
That was my next one.
I was putting that out there.
Hoping to at least get, like a fail with my mundane roll. That's my worst stat. But, give myself a little bit more XP towards that. But
That's
I did
fair.
not.
I probably would have some contacts in the villain world, but if they're trying to stay hidden, it probably wouldn't help.
Gotcha.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot that you mentioned my cousin Lovelace. That I had completely had that avenue of inquiry. So can I, give them a call and then pass the information along, whatever leads he might have to Nyx and Wraith?
Sure. Let's bring that. I don't. Is that does it even take a roll, or you just have to mark?
I just
an
have to mark an
obligation?
obligation. Yeah.
Okay.
I just have to mark it.
All right. So what kind of information are you going to Lovelace for? Give me a specific.
Specifically, if he can tell us where Quick Strike and Mist would be holding George or might take him if they think they're being tracked.
All right. Let's see. That is a good question. So yeah, Lovelace. What's Lovelace like? Have we actually had any contact with him or her?
Not really. He's about my age. I think he's a year older. We'll say he's 17.
Okay.
So he feels like more of a kinship, which is why I feel comfortable going to him. We grew up, did a lot of stuff together when we were kids.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's still kind of in training himself.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So but he's he's still on the criminal side quite solidly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. You give him a call or text him or how do you contact him?
I call him.
Right.
We have a special ringtone for each other.
Gotcha. Are we gonna make that ringtone up right away? What is it?
Oh, well, it can't be Purple Rain. I don't know.
Bad to the bone.
Yeah, there we go.
Appropriate. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you ring him. answers. He likes doing things on like the not FaceTime. So he likes seeing your face.
Okay.
So yeah, he pops up on the screen. He's waiting for your camera to flick on.
Okay. Camera on.
All right. Hey, cousin.
Hey, cuz.
He's like, long time no hear. I was beginning to wonder if you just abandoned us all, lock, stock, and barrel.
No, you know that it's hard for me to contact you. They make it a whole big thing.
So it's a big thing.
It is a big thing.
Oh, you all right?
No, well, not really. My the guy that runs my halfway house actually has been kidnapped by Quick Strike and Mr. Mist.
Oh,
And
so you're like, they busted you out. You're good to go. You're coming back. You're coming back.
No.
This is awesome.
No.
Oh my god. I'm going to learn how to bake
No.
a cake.
No. No.
All right. So what?
I need a favor. I need to know where they might hold him or where they might take him if they think they're being tracked.
Ooh. Oh, so you're looking for like one of her safe places.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
because I'm sure she's changed them all since I was her sidekick.
Yeah. One place is like a toy store right now. It's crazy. They don't even want to know what happened in there.
Take notes.
He's like, where would she go? And he kind of brings up like the GPS app on your screen, and kind of looks. You can kind of see him searching around. He's kind of moving the map here and there. There's let's say there's a couple places, a couple possibilities. He's like, so okay, both of these are, uptown. One's over here, and he kind of pings them on the map. One of them is in the direction of the water, like we discussed before. Another is in the direction of, basically north towards like the richer neighborhoods, that type of thing.
Okay.
And she's like, just be careful getting in. Those, she tends to like the places with booby traps. And he's like, like, that all? You owe me, right?
Yes, I know. I'm sure you're keeping count. I am too.
Oh, I am.
I know.
All right. Well, let me know when to bake that cake. All right.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
Yep. Bye-bye. With that, he
love you, cuz.
Hangs up.
All right. So then I text Nix and Wraith with the info. I don't know if we should all converge on the one down by the water, or if you guys should take the one to the north and we should take the one to the water. What do you guys think?
We're already split up. We might as well cover more ground.
Okay.
Yep. We each take one.
All right.
So which one are you going to?
We're going to take the one at the water.
Okay.
You guys will take the uptown?
We'll take uptown.
All right. Let's go uptown first. It's Wraith and Nix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right. So the place that you kind of get there, I'm assuming you guys are kind of surveilling it from afar, like on a other rooftop or that kind of thing. But it's like the equivalent of like a brownstone type of situation. It's like one entrance for 2 stories, plus like one of those old fashioned walk-in attics, one of those guys. But it looks nice. You know, it looks like it's like the lawn is taken care of. You know, if you were literally walking down the street, there was no way you would say, "Oh, this is like a supervillain safe house." You know, this is just another neighborhood lawn, another neighborhood street, another neighborhood house.
All right.
All right.
I would like to assess while I'm here.
I was about to put that out there. Who wanted to
We're
do
looking.
that? All right. Okay. Roll with superior.
You know, so I can figure out my best way in and past. And superior is horrible, but let's roll it. Woohoo!
All right. Mark potential. All right. Let's see here. So you are kind of checking things out. Like I said, I assumed you guys would take like a portal up to like a rooftop across the street, that kind of thing. Nyx is Nyx still like cool going through like for short trips, or is she freaking out every time she has to go through a portal?
Or does she just move on her own?
If it is something that is easier for her to just move on her own, she's going to do it. But I mean, if we're trying to get someplace very quickly, she's just super, super, super bright when she goes through the portal.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, she could easily jump up there if she wanted to.
All right, yeah, she's going to definitely do that instead.
Excellent.
Yeah, tall buildings at single bound.
That's the signature sound of the Bionic Man and Woman. Just putting it out there. It's lost on all of you, but that's
I
okay.
got that.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
got that.
All right, good.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so you guys are surveying things. It's like you're kind of like looking through. You're kind of okay. Let's look at the door. Let's look. Okay, there's no mail in the mailbox. You know, the front door is locked. You know, the shades are down on the first floor. Shades are down on the second floor. Someone's looking at me from the one little window on the attic. And you don't get enough of a look, but someone with a human style face saw you,
Like,
and then
yeah,
suddenly a drape comes down.
like, well, they're in the attic, and they know we're coming.
Great. How big's the house?
Oh, it's like a brownstone, if you can imagine it. It's like a one of the. Basically it's like narrower in the front and long, and then that the 3 stories up, basically brick type of look to it. A row house, maybe that's a better word for it.
Could you tell, or could you?
Can we just go in?
Could you portal into the attic?
I can. They know we're coming, though, so it's going to be hot.
If you could portal in, I'll be already blindingly bright. I go out, I'll probably blind everybody in sight.
Let's do it.
All right. Now, just as a note, we'll do, because you actually did see like in briefly. That's why you're going to be able to. But generally, you want to have seen the place you're portaling to before.
Why I asked first.
Yeah. No. I just want to put it out there. All right. So let's make this interesting. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Unleash to get in.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and unleash to get in. Let's see what happens. So we'll roll with freak.
It's not perfect.
Right. Just because it's like you're kind of going in blind-ish.
I don't know who's there.
Right. Nice. All right. Yeah, you get your portal in. Do you guys like do it like like SWAT style? Like one comes out and takes up a position, one other comes out, as the other person is already.
I actually have the portal positioned like horizontally so that we sort of like just like fall.
Oh, just fall straight out.
Yeah.
Did you tell Nyx that?
I would like to think that. I would like to think that I would fall out and he would still be in the portal, so as to not blind him as well.
Mm.
So I'm effectively a flashbang.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, you do your thing. You fall from the portal, and immediately this blinding light expands from you briefly. And Wraith is still kind of perched inside the portal. Mm-hmm. Does it have edges in the traditional physical sense where you could hold on to them, or how does that work for you out of curiosity?
No, but I think it's actually, I'm sort of like just standing on the lip of it,
Gotcha. All right.
Until that happens, and then I jump through.
Okay. Yeah. So inside, Nix, you see George. You've bumped into him here and there. Again on your visits to see Rudy and that kind of thing. You probably even saw him on your last trip in, and he's like restrained in this chair. It's like a high backed dinner type chair made of wood, and there's this like rope just crisscrossing him, etc. And you can tell that in the split second that you're in there, as you go off, if you will, you can see that he's breathing and he's reacting. In fact, he actually screams when the thing when you flash, and you see no one else. What do you
It's
do?
clear.
I jump in the portal.
I stop being
Shuts.
super bright.
I look around. I'm like, where's the other one? George.
You can't get his attention. He's already terrified. This ordeal is just destroyed him. Plus this blinding light is again. It's like the flash bomb just went off in front of him. He's like, what?
Calm down. It's Violet Vanguard. We're here to save you. Where was the other person that was in this room?
He's like, that bastard. I don't know. He was here just a minute ago. Might have gone downstairs. He said he had to get ready for something.
I'm going to start untying George.
Agreed.
So we have to get him out first.
All right. Yeah, it's not hard. Obviously, whoever tied it, likely, what do you call it? Missed. Wasn't exactly a sailor in a former life or anything. These are, the knots of someone just trying to tie as many knots and someone as.
I was going to say, I figured as soon as you said crisscross that that was the case, but because you never need to really crisscross, rope over someone.
Thank you for bringing your real life experience to the game.
I want to know how you know that.
That is entirely a different
I've
session.
watched plenty of spy movies. They're always like nice
okay.
and wrapped tight, and
Fine
it's not like
movie.
just like it doesn't look like someone like a cat fell in a ball of yarn.
Yeah, that's a really great description of what this looks like. Yeah, cat fell in a ball of yarn. Yeah, so basically, you untie him. It's like one knot, one loop here. Like it's just all over. It takes you a good minute or so to kind of just clear it all. He's like, I thought I was a goner there. Oh my god, you just don't understand. I literally passed out. I think I was blue. He's like, they were gonna kill me. I don't know why they didn't.
Like we need you to.
Why'd they take me?
We need to get you out of here.
Why? I mean, I know where I work. I come across some, formerly unsavory characters, but what does anybody have against me?
We live in a world where superheroes are real and crazy things happen every day. The fact that you live here, something crazy is bound to happen to you.
You can tell by the look in his face that this is not comforting. you have done the opposite of comfort and support another. All right, we're gonna hold you guys there. Let's flip over to Mali and Leech.
Awesome.
Yes. So the place you guys are coming up on, it is. It looks like it's under construction. This is like this. You're getting close to the water. This was probably like a warehouse a while ago. It's now being refurbished into lofts, that type of thing. So it's what do you call it? What is the word I'm looking for? The large area. Just use the word. English is escaping me. It's a.
Warehouse.
Warehouse. Thank you so much. I'm just losing it here. Oh god, hooked on the crack again. Yes. So yes, warehouse sized. It looks like any other warehouse. There's nothing strange about this. Again, when you think about it, what you want your safe house to look like is just like any other blank. Nothing describable, nothing that sticks out. This is the same exact thing.
Cool.
And we need to know who's inside there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Let's see here. One of you guys is probably gonna assess. So which one do you want that to be? Molly, you haven't really rolled anything lately. You want to get in on this?
Molly's interested in using his burn ability that allow him to tap into his perception.
Into his what?
Perception.
Oh, cool. I haven't copied that one over to my cheat sheet, so give me a second. Let's see here. Nova. And that's our sheet.
Elemental awareness.
Elemental awareness. You have to say it with the voice. Elemental awareness. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Spend one burn and mark a condition to open your mind up to the world around you with your powers. You ask anyone a question about the world around you, and the GM will answer and say, oh, awesome. That's awesome. Alright. Go ahead and let's roll your burn then. Roll plus conditions. Ooh, very nice. All right, so that you hold 3, and you're spending 1 for to kind of reach out.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, I want to tap into the stone of the building and the wind in the air and.
Cool. What does it look like? Like if when Leech is looking at you, what does he see when you like do this reaching out? What does that look like to everyone else?
Different colors, and it looks like all of my power is just sort of flowing around me and into the ground as I touch it.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you're basically trying to commune, if you will, with the rock, the wood, the everything of the warehouse. Cool. So what's your question you're going to ask that I have to answer honestly?
Am I limited, or is it just any question?
Any question? That's again one of the you're slowly finding out the beauty of your burns. Whereas everyone else would have had to roll and unleash, you just spend a burn and you get a question.
We're looking for silver orchid specifically. Is that the one we're looking for?
No, quick strike.
Quick strike. Okay.
No pressure.
I guess my question is, how many people are inside the building right now?
Oh, good question.
Good to specifically ask, is this quick strike inside the building right now?
Which one do you want?
How many is a good question too, though,
Yeah.
because it tells us what we're up against.
Yeah. How many meat shields are between us and quick strike?
All right. So just to clarify, what is the question that you're specifically asking?
How many people are in the building?
There are 2. Excellent.
I will tell each.
Cool. Yeah. It's
detecting 2 with my mystical sight.
Yeah. And this is like, is this the actual like first time this like the way I'm kind of interpret you kind of learning these powers is like it's like suddenly it's like it occurs to you like I could do this type of thing.
Yeah.
And suddenly
the way it is.
yeah, and suddenly it's like suddenly you realize, oh my god, I just like reached out to the elements of that building and I saw it all. I saw this.
The first time it happened was actually when we were saving those people on top of that building.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Well, that's when I realized, like, wait, I can feel the stone.
Awesome.
I too am Captain Planet.
By our powers combined, I'll be Heart.
And no matter what anybody else can do, Kwame will always call for Captain Planet first.
All right. So what do you guys do?
There are 2 in.
Okay, and there's 2 of us.
So this should be easy.
Uh, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Oh my god.
Like, what do you think? From the side, from the top, from underneath?
Underneath would be good.
Should I just think the entire building and see who swims out?
It's a big old warehouse, right? Could we tell where inside they are? Or
No.
can I tell where inside they are with an assess
I'm gonna say no.
or an unleash or something?
Yeah, not at this point.
Okay.
You're able to do that before when you kind of had a connection with her still, but that has
Oh,
now
okay.
that has now passed.
That's been drained. Okay. Um. All right. Yeah. Let's. I don't think we should split up. I think we should go in together. Um. Let's find a side entrance. So go around the corner and find a door.
Yeah.
It's unlocked.
Yeah. So you guys,
So happens.
yeah. Well, you guys go. You guys on the side there. You can see there's like, um, there are like side doors with like ramps where like heavy machinery or something kind of forklift or something might have gone in and out.
Mhm.
So like you had those big those kind of heavy double doors in the warehouse,
Sure.
and that's certainly accessible to you guys one way or another.
Okay. Yeah. So I'd. Is it locked, or do we need to like break it open? Break into it?
It's locked as far as you can tell.
Is it locked? Okay.
We'll have to do some B&E.
I can do that. Could this count as committing a misdemeanor or small victimless crime? Breaking and entering.
I will say yes for this time, but normally I wouldn't. This is more like the idea behind that move is more to like get you to like
I know.
shoplift to make yourself feel better. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's count it for this time since you're your first time using it.
Cool. I'm gonna clear hopeless.
Alrighty.
I still feel a little guilty about doing it. Okay. So then, yeah. So what do I need to do to roll an unlock?
No, there's no such thing. Yeah, you break it open, but between the two of you guys, you have the ability
Okay.
to do so.
Okay, we
There's
just
no
do it.
move that's triggered by this.
We watch a video on YouTube.
Watch it from
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Very quietly, very slowly.
Yep. Yeah. So you guys take your step inside. You're probably doing the whole ninja walk or whatever.
I'm doing the Pink Panther. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, excuse me. I should have known. I should have known. I'm
Peter
gonna.
Sellers Pink Panther.
There you go.
Mm.
A Mouse Panther.
I'm just
Yeah.
bouncing into everything, bumping everything, trying to be as quiet as possible.
All right. Actually, Leech.
Yes.
Why don't you take a powerful blow for me?
Take a powerful blow.
I did
All
mention there would
right.
probably be booby traps.
The darkness is fighting back.
Mhm.
Yeah, the darkness hits you. Oh, good one.
All right, that's a miss.
Thank goodness. All right, so mark potential. Remember that.
Yep.
As you
Can I-
you guys both kind of steps in. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, you guys step in and you're kind of getting your bearings and everything, and you step. You hear the distinct click as you take a step, and are able to figure out, oh crap, this is a trap, and get out of the way of look like some kind of sonic pulse beam kind of laps out towards you. Normally it would have like picked you up off your feet and knocked you into a wall, or back out the door at the very least. But yeah, you're able to kind of discern that little click and get out of the way fast enough. So that works well.
Cool. Could that be like a wake up call to like, okay, maybe we should proceed a little more slowly and actually search for traps while we're walking?
Funny. Does anyone want to assess the situation? We kind of skipped that part.
Yes.
Who wants to assess? One of the two of
Uh,
you guys.
So I have a quick question.
Sure.
Um, I've I've still kind of been looking at some of the other playbooks for a move to take,
Sure.
and the delinquent has a move called Criminal Mind. And where did it go?
Let's take a look.
When you assess the situation, you can always ask one of the following questions, even on a miss. What here is useful or valuable to me? How could I best infuriate or provoke blank? Or what is the best way in or way past? Is it okay if I take that and put it to use right now?
Sure.
Since I haven't actually used the other one that I had originally thought of taking.
Sure. That's fine.
Cool.
That works well for you too.
Yeah. All right. So plus superior. Hey, I got a hit anyway.
Nice.
Okay. So I can always ask one of these. So I'm going to ask, what is the best way past?
Okay. The best way past is probably straight up. There's kind of like above you there is like what looks like almost like a trap door. In reality, it was probably used to, you could store things up there on the second floor and then take stuff out, open it up, and start and lower things up and down. Was kind of like the old timey, transportation system for goods to be brought up and down and be stored in the warehouse. So that's open. The safest way is to just not be on the floor.
Okay. And then none of the other. What here can I use to disarm the traps?
What here can you use to disarm the traps? Kind of as you survey the place, you do see a when it first looks just like kind of like a storage box, like something on the wall over there by the stairway. Like where you'd like a where someone would store keys, like a watchman, that type of thing. But you see, you probably see like the little glints of something electrical going on in there, and you can kind of then suddenly you can kind of notice things going off it. If an electrical charge maybe hit that box, that might disarm most of the stuff.
Hey, can you shoot lightning at that thing?
I can shoot lightning.
Can you do it at that thing?
I can shoot lightning.
At it, around it, above it, beside it.
I may hit that and half the wall, but I will hit the box.
Stand close.
All right. Yeah. So you're just gonna shoot out lightning and short that sucker out. All right. I won't. I say this. That's not really gonna. Well, let's unleash. It's overcoming an obstacle technically.
Unleash.
So roll with freak, please. Otherwise, I just say do it. It's like it's your power. You don't need to really roll to use your power per se. Oh, nice. Perfect.
Not only did I hit the box, but I only hit the box.
Nice. All right, describe what it looks like when you do that.
It's like a little bit of ball lightning. I tried to hit it with an actual lightning strike, and it's like a little ball lightning just shot out and went across the room.
Hey, when you're looking for accuracy, sometimes you gotta change it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things short out. So basically that explodes outward. This is no longer a stealth approach.
No.
Yeah. So like the thing explodes outwards. The lights that are on, like, they flicker several times, and then they kind of go. They do that thing where, like in the horror movies, where it's like, blink, 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 off, lights on, blink, 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 off, on, that kind of thing.
All right. So now I say, let's go up.
I would grab you and fly upward.
Okay.
All right. And with that,
I'll get the door as we're going.
With that, we will take our regularly scheduled bio break.
Sweet.
Do your thing, and I'll see you guys in 5.
All right.
We are back, boys and girls. We were just talking about the trauma of the deer scene, and I'm legally required to offer trauma counseling for anyone listening to this, etc., etc. No nightmares, no nightmares.
But your counseling will only be in Disney song.
I'm not sure if that makes it better or worse.
Oh, better.
Awesome. All right, let's see here. So let's go. Let's if it's cool with the guys, I'm going to stick with Leech and Mali.
Mhm.
Actually, you know what? Let's stick with Leech and Mali for the moment. So yeah, you guys are floating upwards on the wind currents of wonder, and you go up through that kind of hole in the floor that I was telling you, the trap door, and you are greeted by what do you call her? What's her name? I just created her. Why can't I remember her name? Quick Strike. Quick Strike is up there. She is doing something like, she's doing something to her whip. You can see she's at what looks like a workbench and kind of making some quick modifications. And she's like, thought I heard something down there.
I don't even bother responding. I just immediately start trying to drain her to keep her in place. I just
Right.
want to sap her energy and just immobilize her.
And Molly
Okay.
is now holding him at arm's length.
Molly is no fool. All right, why don't you directly engage a threat?
Okay, sweet. Plus danger.
Plus
8.
danger. Alright.
On a
Pick
7 to
one.
9, I want to
Danger zone.
take their threat factor away from them.
Threat factor.
I want to take her threat factor away.
What does that mean, would you say?
So like I've sufficiently slumped her to the floor.
Gotcha. You'll definitely be doing giving her a condition, but she's not down quite yet. You can let's see here. You can take something from her.
I want to take her her use of her whip away from her.
Cool, that you can do. And that's your one you're picking.
Yep.
All
So
right.
I'm perfectly ready to take a powerful blow in return.
All right. Go ahead and let's take a powerful blow. You have a do.
7.
All right, choose one.
Yeah.
Do I need to take a powerful blow or just leech?
I'm gonna say leech. You safely put him at like the safety zone distance required by OSHA or whatever.
And the nuns at St. Agnes.
There you go.
Can I give ground since I'm technically being held? What would that look like? It would be both of us slamming back into the wall, wouldn't
I
it?
feel like anything happening to you would be happening to me right now. So I don't know.
I'm gonna say that it'll be you can be thrown down that the hole in the floor you just came up out of.
Okay.
That'll be the culmination of your powerful blow, leaving Mali up there alone with Quick Strike.
Okay, so I just
Spinning in place.
I just fall out of your arms. All right, flump.
Ah!
It's a good thing it's only about 10 feet.
Yeah, there's a crash, but yeah, that's about it.
Oh, can I'm just gonna buffer myself with a little vitality. Just gonna buffer the fall.
Sure. But yeah, for now though you're not part of this fight.
Yep.
Mali, what do you do?
Question: what kind of powers does Quick Strike have?
You would be familiar with the fact that of course her signature whip, which is now what did you do to take it away from her? Did you actually like drop from her hands, or did you think she like threw it at you and that's what kind of entwined you and brought you to falling?
Yeah. She threw it at me, and then she let. I had drained her just enough that she miscalculated the strength of her grip, and she let go of the end of it. And so now I'm on the ground with her whip.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you would know that she is known for like fast movements. You know that she can like go up walls and stuff like that kind of thing. She moves fast enough to do that. The other part of her name, Quick. And she's generally known to be like a martial artist of some sort.
So keep her away from me.
At range.
Definitely right.
Do some more of those lightning balls.
Yeah, what do you do?
Where is she? She's up in the air with me. She flying? She's not flying, right?
No, she's like she's standing in front of a workbench on like the far side of the warehouse from you. But now she's definitely looking at you. Your target number one at this time.
All right. New power number 2. I am going to hit the workbench around her with full power and animate it into a golem to hold on to her.
Oh, you're doing your
Sweet.
construct.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very nice.
All right, so spend 1 burn to create any object with your powers. So let's you do the elements up to the size of a person.
I had exactly 2 burn left, so I can do this.
Yes. Let's see here. Oh, and are you spending the additional to make it act on its own, basically? Is that what you're saying? Use the second one, the second burn for that.
I feel like he doesn't quite understand this power all the way yet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And it might actually be scary. I mean, if like, a workbench suddenly cracked in on itself, transformed to have arms and wrapped around somebody, I'd probably be scared witless at that point. I'd have, at that point I'd be glad I wear my brown pants. But yeah, you kind of reach out. What does it look like? Does like actually like energy like course around the wood of the floor and then up into the workbench and then suddenly automaton comes out of it?
Yeah, basically. Before his powers, it always kind of looked like green darkish smoke, and then it started getting other types of crackling energy in there. So now it's just like a little colorful discharge across the floor.
Cool. And then suddenly the same thing hits
spray.
the prismatic spray. So suddenly the thing hits the the workbench. Workbench literally like I'm envisioning it like literally like starts cracking like these are now arms where they were like the flat of the bench or like the legs, and suddenly it's wrapped around quick strike, that type of thing.
Yes, a very creaky looking little wooden metal tool golem.
She like instead of being like terrified, you see her smile like that villain smile that like I know something you don't know, and but she's like all she says is, Rudy has such interesting friends since he left me. And then we're going to cut to back at the brownstone, Wraith and Nyx.
Yep.
So you guys are leaving the place?
Yeah, I was not going to worry about anyone else here. I mean, our job is to save, not the rescue, or not to put anyone in jail.
Yeah, we're just here for George.
Getting him out and then calling the police.
Perfect. Yeah, so George is only too happy to be, I'm assuming, like carried out by maybe Nyx or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to recommend that versus traumatizing him with the portal.
Yeah, he's just had possibly the worst day of his life, and the last thing I'm do is, hey, we're just gonna have you go into this abyss of darkness.
Yeah,
just for a second, probably, unless you get lost, and then things get far more interesting, and you become a supervillain because of me, and la la la.
Instead, we completely emasculate him.
Oh man, I should have saved that one. Now I ruined it. Now, see, someone was going to stay in the portal too long and become a supervillain because of Wraith, and I've just ruined that whole thing.
It was the guy that opened his eyes earlier.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, he's getting
What did
some
he really see?
lithium, yeah, other good stuff. Yeah, you guys are able to get out. As you guys are going downstairs, there is a you notice, and the only reason you notice is because it's been kind of like it's been ripped out of the wall. It looks like Mr. Mist on the way out tripped a couple of the booby traps coming in. You actually see a little blood, believe it or not. It's strangely blue blood, but you can tell it's like this is what a blood splatter looks like.
Must be royalty.
And but yeah, a couple of things, like there was like a little what looks like little wires came out, snicked out, and like they would have pierced, then snicked back in. You saw a little like electrical like tripwire type thing that's also broken. But yeah, it looks like it must have been before you either couldn't turn to mist or something or whatever. You don't know the inner workings of this guy. But yeah, something happened on the way out, and he's gone. As far as you can tell. Again, he's missed, dude. He might be missed somewhere inside. Who knows? But yeah, you guys get out. George is just too happy to see actual like daylight again.
Like, we're gonna take you down to the station. They're gonna need to get a statement.
He's like, you take me wherever you want, as long as it's not in there, and all I can breathe lungfuls of air.
Actually,
maybe...
I'm going to suggest you not breathe lungfuls of air. I'm going to be running very fast.
He kind of gives that tired look, like, do you have to?
And I say, I'll meet you there, and I'll portal along and paste.
Yes, and go.
All right. Yeah, you can tell he's and if you can envision this, it's this teenage girl, wayfish almost looking, carrying this grown, slightly overweight, middle-aged dude, running down the street, leaping here and there, parkouring over stuff, with like a black portal following behind. To anyone on the street, it's like, is that dude being kidnapped? Yeah. You almost expect like some concealed carry person is like boom, 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 but no, that doesn't happen. But yeah, it looks suspect to everyone around, but they do see the purple, and you guys are on your home turf, so yeah, likely you're going to see the Twitter sphere is going to have at least a couple pics, blurry purple pics with the dude who looks like. His face is perfectly in frame and perfectly caught with this terrifying look on his face.
Everything else is a blur.
Everything else is a blur, and it's like hashtag VV to the rescue ? Hashtag superhero insurance. Hashtag masks on terror. Etc. etc. But yeah, likely you're going to see some of that. You're able to. It's easy enough to get them to a place where you can drop them off at.
Yeah, and drop him off at the police station where we know he's safe, and then we can try and reconnect with our team.
Gotcha. How are you going to do that?
Of course, we'll be back for a statement, type thing.
We'll be right back. They're used to this. Is pretty standard procedure for Halcyon City police forces. Oh, yeah, somewhere else to be? Yeah, totally. We know where to find you. Kind of sort of.
First I'm going to text Leech, George safe. Need help?
Would we have anything along the lines of some sort of like tracking app so we know where we are?
Find my friends. We all have that, right? Super edition.
Find my super friend?
Sure, why not? Unless anybody objects to having that, certainly.
We would have
turn it off when we need to.
Yeah, exactly. I have a rule that we turn it off when we're not doing stuff like this.
Because there's a creeper or two in the group who's just gonna wonder where they are right now. Excellent. If you text Leech, I'm assuming Leech does not take a moment to do anything about that.
No, I assume we're just going to join.
Yeah, unless he happens to check his phone when he lands on his ass, but I doubt that he would.
I'll say that you can at least see the message as you land on your ass. The phone pops out of its pocket, and you see it kind of tumbles. Screen is now broken, by the way, but you can make out. You know what you get a text back. New mask. Who dis? You do not. That's a joke.
Cracked my screen because of you. Come help.
Bring new phone.
Bring new phone. There's like a vending machine, hero phones.
That's the real superhero insurance is broken screen repair.
Right.
That's a really good point. Awesome.
Actually, before I try to get back up to her and Molly, is there anything that I can do to the whip to I just want to like break it, like disable it, so she has to like spend a lot of time fixing it, not just like tweak, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can easily do it.
I want to be destructive.
Sure. Yeah. That doesn't even trigger any kind of a move. You can basically take the emitter of it and think of it as like a lightsaber or something. You slam it a couple times against one of the thick wooden posts there. Until it's deformed and crushed. Where if she tried to use it, it would probably something bad would happen.
So
yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's like
cracking it in several places to like break all the little connections that it's got inside.
Sure. Yeah, that's easily enough done. Meanwhile, Molly, what are you doing upstairs? Now that you have your automaton construct workbench holding her tight in a loving, sexy embrace.
Mm-hmm. You're muted also.
I don't know what to do with her.
Oh, you slimy. All right, think of something, or I'm gonna
say that out loud. I don't know what to do with her.
Not the most prepared mask of all days, but
get her to talk.
I'll give you one more shot, and otherwise she's gonna make a move of hers.
What are you doing here?
Are you gonna you want to pierce her mask? You've definitely spent some quality time with her.
Yeah. I can't help but notice that you're not as scared as other people of me. What's that about?
All right, roll plus one day. Let's do that. That sounds cool.
Oh God.
All right, nice. All right, ask a question. You got this.
Do you want to have any input on this?
Anyone from the peanut gallery?
In terms of
kind
what
of
to
torn
ask
between what are you really planning and can I gain influence over?
I like the what are you really planning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inquiring minds want to know, what are you really planning?
Okay. Well, you can tell the way she's, acting. She might put off this feel of calm, and you can tell it's a very practiced thing for her. It's like having the other person see your calmness makes them feel unsure of what's going on. That's kind of one of her trademark things. But you get the idea that she just wants to get the hell out of here. Silver Orchid is definitely closing in.
What is Leech doing?
He's heading back up right now.
Okay.
He didn't want her to somehow get her whip back, and then because this is her most of her power, so he's disabling her. But then yeah, he's using some vitality to jump up and back into the thing. And he then Leech asks, "Why are you so afraid of Silver Orchid? What have you done that has you so terrified of her that she's on a rampage after you? She nearly killed you. She's not usually known for that."
You kind of she kind of looks you up and down, and the automaton again. You did you actually see the automaton workbench form around her?
No, and so as soon as
Yeah, so yeah,
after I
you're
say
like,
that, it's when I'm like, wait, what?
yeah, yeah. So this like it looks like a wooden person, generally speaking of person dimensions, with its arms kind of wrapped around her, funky, weirdy.
The lamps for eyes.
He just
Yeah.
looks at
Yeah.
I wanted to say Foodie. Molly, he just did you do that? Was that you?
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to go that far, but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the little
Nice.
desk lamp that was affixed to it's like it nods yes.
Yes.
No, really, it does. And you can
That's
see
awesome.
she's like taking a breath to even talk. This thing is holding her pretty tight. That was the intent. And she's like, doesn't matter.
Obviously, it matters because I have not seen you this desperate in a long time.
It doesn't matter. You don't even want to know about it. I tell you, and then you just testify. You're goody two shoes suddenly. This is not the bad villain movie where I tell you all my plans and all of my background, and then you get to foil it at the last moment. That's not how this works, kiddo.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. What do you, okay, so if that's not what this is, then what is it? Tell me what it is.
And actually, you know what? I'm gonna say also in that with that last statement, she's gonna try to switch some of your labels. She's telling you how things are with you.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna say, let's see here. She is trying to change up your. She's putting your superior down, or your danger down, and your. Oh, geez, what makes sense here? Your savior up. Danger down,
My
savior up.
danger down, savior up. Okay. I don't disagree with her.
Gotcha. So yeah, she'll. What you were saying something? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you before.
But I was so you keep telling me that I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. So tell me what is the situation? If I have it all so wrong, then tell me what it's like.
It's like, I'm so deep in it. I can't even get out if I wanted to. And trust me, I don't. I kind of like this lifestyle, do what I want, who I want, when I want, and they really can't do a whole lot to stop me. It's kind of freeing. Don't you remember how wonderful it was to just be free?
It's not freeing though, because like you said, you're deep in it.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
take the risks.
it's just causing you more and more stress. Obviously, you nearly died earlier.
It's like, but I'm rich. Or I'm gonna be rich. I can get the hell out of here. Just let me go. Let me
Excuse
go.
me.
Let me go,
You've been
and
you've
I will
been
give up
gonna
my life of
be you
crime.
you've been gonna be rich for 10 years now. Excuse me.
This is finally the big one. That's why Orchid wants me. I, I'm,
It's
I'm,
always the big one.
I'm about to sell her tech. You get it? The thing that makes her her. I'm selling it. They're gonna mass produce it. Billions. I'll take hundreds of millions, but and then I'm out of this. So you let me go. Let me get to my meat. You'll never hear from me again. I'm gonna be on my own private island. No one gets hurt. No one even talks to me anymore. You know, that's almost what I want. He's like, I could use some solitude. And that's about when Mr. Mist walks in from the same, like from like the nearby stairway. He's like, "Wait a second, my cut's 25% of that at least. You're just gonna leave me dry? What?" And now he's walking towards. He's kind of ignoring you. He's walking towards Quick Strike.
Sweet. So while they're doing that, I whisper to Molly real quick, and I say, "Text Night Stalker that we need quick Silver Orchid here now."
All right. Yes. Okay. Well, he just surreptitiously floats where he's facing away from them.
Being that you guys are teenagers, you can type on those things at 300 words per minute. So this is not really, beyond the bounds of reason. Let's be serious.
And you do it one-handed without even looking at the screen.
So for the sake of getting order here, Wraith and Nyx arrive on the scene. You guys are outside the same door that these guys went in on the side of the warehouse. It's the door itself has been blown off its hinges by you guys would recognize as like a force blast or something like that. But it's basically blown straight off its hinges and lying in the street in front of it.
I think it's that door.
It looks like
Supreme Detective.
I'll lead in.
All right.
Any signs of violence?
Not at the moment. You hear it's loud talking. These places were not meant to absorb sound. So yeah, you can hear echoey talks. It sounds like it's coming from upstairs. You can see the same opening in the floor, that trapdoor thing that I was talking about before. You can see that same thing. And maybe the voices are coming from up there. One of the voices is one you don't recognize, and interspersed with that, you do hear Leech and Quick Strike.
It doesn't sound like they're in danger. We should go see what's going on, though.
Sure. Should we be maybe a little covert in that to make sure that we can take away any escape routes? How many ways up there is there?
From where you're at, you see a stairway and that one opening. There probably is, as these places are designed pretty generically, there's probably another stairway on the far side from where you guys are, like a half block away or so.
Do you want to take the front or the back?
I'll take the back. I can traverse a long distance pretty quick, so.
I mean, if the trap door's been opened, I assume that's the way to go up. So,
are you gonna portal up there?
Up. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, Wraith. You probably find yourself as you I'm assuming you vertically hop out of the portal. You find yourself almost bashing into Molly as Molly is furiously texting, and broken screen number. Dose. And then you do see Leech kind of, I figured you probably weren't approaching her. You were kind of staying at your distance here. But you see Leech over.
Sure.
Yeah, Leech over to one side. You see Mr. Mist and Quick Strike, and Nyx as you you bound over and you make your way up the stairs. It looks like there's no need to be covert because nobody's really keeping a watch here. You guys hear the conversation between the two villains.
So I just ask Molly, I'm like, what's the situation?
Exposition.
I'm like, so we're waiting for her to get picked up? And why is the desk holding her?
How is the desk holding her?
Because Molly is really great.
No kidding.
Yeah, so the two are going back and forth. The two villains are going back and forth between cuts. It's like, hey, I was just doing it to impress the kids. You didn't really need to break in about the 20%. It's like, there's more than enough to keep both of us on our own private islands, far away from each other, if you don't like this deal anymore. But we kind of have to get out of here and do that. So, you want to help a girl out?
Leech can't help but antagonize her. You said 20, but he said 25. Stop trying to short him.
Should we
Mr.
separate them?
Mr. Mist actually his like upper torso turns into mist and his head turns a 180. It's like still in that kind of coalesced form. He's like he kind of looks straight at Leech when Leech says that, and he's like, and you can see like it's like he is turning into like a fog or something partially, and you kind of see almost the comical eyebrows come down like. And it's about that point when the window, you guys are near this is happening near the front of it. One of the windows, like those big ones you see on the warehouses, are divided up into like little tiny ones by little metal struts. You know how that works? The window shatters and in comes unrecognizable, completely recognizable, I should say. Silver Orchid strikes down and again cuts. Quick strike cuts straight through your desk, the workbench, and a slice erupts straight down her side, like her side to her front, as Silver Orchid zips on by.
No,
And
Dusty Arnaz.
Dusty Arnaz.
Oh, you named your construct already? You don't get close to the constructs. That's not how this works. Don't give them names. Damn it.
Dusky Arnaz. I
Yes.
love it.
Descarnez is now. I can't think of anything witty for Splinters, but it's now Splinters.
Yeah, I'm gonna step forward. Like, Silver Orchid, what are you doing?
And
she
also
needs to be brought in.
And in conjunction with that, Leech, this will potentially trigger your one of your moves.
The what? Yeah, the what the hell hero.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just looking at. I mean, when Wraith, I think Wraith and Leech probably shout at the same time, like, "What the hell? What the hell are you doing?"
I'm like, step back and wait for the authorities. I am trying to use my symbol of authority.
Ooh, let's.
The Legion of the Night will bring her in.
Oh, interesting.
Along with the Violent Vanguard. Sorry, Violet Vanguard.
You're violent.
A little Freudian slip there.
Let's see here. All right, yeah, okay, let's do.
I'm trying to give her an order based on the authority they recognize, which hopefully she'll recognize that we're an authority, but she might not.
Because you guys aren't. This would probably. Well, let me take another look at the. I actually.
That's why I dropped the Legion of the Night. Is the.
Yeah, I'm on my cheat sheet. Let's see. When you give an NPC an order based on authority they recognize, roll plus savior. On a hit, choose one. I'm going to say that won't function on her only because she doesn't recognize you. If you had influence over her, I would say definitely.
Got it.
But you're a teen hero at the moment. But that still stops her in her tracks.
Nobody to her.
Well, no, Legion of the Night is something she recognizes. There's just nobody of that level of authority to her. This is more. I definitely think this would work on fellow. Yeah, teen heroes, NPCs. But no, good one. I mean, that's what you would say anyway. So that's awesome. Leech, do you want to trigger yours? Yours definitely would trigger.
Yep. So this will be plus danger.
Yep.
12 full hit.
Damn,
all right,
you guys are rolling well.
I get to ask 2 questions, or I get to do 2 of these following things.
Yes.
I want her to admit her wrongdoing, and I don't want her to turn her attention and anger onto me.
Gotcha. Hold on 1 second.
And I also get influence over her.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay, yeah. On a hit, take influence over them. On a 10 plus, choose 2. And what were they again? I'm so sorry.
Get her to admit her wrongdoing, and then don't turn her attention and anger onto me. The third option.
All right, that works. All right, you now have influence over Silver Orchid. Mark that.
Yep.
She was as you guys both kind of struck out. You know, you can see her eyes. Her eyes are very focused. Again, when she looks at you, you guys feel like it's a laser beam on you. Her power suit is kind of made to like augment her. You know, it's more like she can fly, like, you know, but it's mostly meant to be a physical like armor and like augment her speed, strength. And you can see her, but her eyes are her eyes, and they still feel like laser beams as she looks to you. She hears the what's it called? I'm sorry. What's your legacy again, Wraith?
Legion of the Night.
Yeah, she hears the Legion of the Night, and that you see her eyes widen a little bit, and then they kind of narrow as she identifies you. If Night Stalker was there, she might have reacted differently. But you know that again. You can see that meant something. If nothing, that would have given her some pause. Absolutely. She sees Leech, and you can kind of see her. Her eyes suddenly are not laser beams. They are, you know, you see that shame, like she's gone too far. She's like, she shakes her head, and she's, and of course, you know, Quick Strike is meanwhile lying on the ground bleeding,
Right.
and
So
she's out of this.
I don't. There'll be enough time to be ashamed later. Can you heal him? Can you heal her?
Like, my suits aren't made for that, kid.
Then you're gonna have to sacrifice some of your vitality for her, and I'm not giving you a choice.
Oh,
Grab onto my
damn!
hand.
Are you using your influence?
I'm using my influence on her.
Oh, nice. All right, provoke. We haven't had a really good time for some provokes.
Yeah, provoke works.
Yeah. All right, roll plus superior.
Had I popcorn, I'd be eating this right now.
All right. Let's see.
So.
Let's see. Okay,
On a 7
so
9, they can choose one.
yeah. So let's see. For BC, I'm gonna say they stumble. You take +1 forward against them. This is between the other move and this one. She is very much on board in making this right. So you'll take +1 forward on her, and she will extend her hand, and as she does so, like the metal, you know, armor pieces unfold, you know, fold back on themselves until the flesh hand is revealed,
Mm.
and she just drops her katana and holds her hand out.
Take her hand in one of mine and put the other one on Quick Strike's side and start channeling just enough to you know, stop the bleeding, bring her back to consciousness. I don't want to drain. I don't want to drain Silver Orchid either. Like, I don't want to cause her any more harm than what I need to drain to do this.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, it's definitely within the purview of your abilities. So yeah, you kind of do that transfer. You act as a conduit. You know, you see your tendrils reach out on both sides. You actually see everyone else around you sees like the pulses of, you know, light as like the tendrils drink in the vitality from one and, you know, pour through Leech and then down the other arm, down out the tendrils onto the other. But yeah, you see, just like before, you see the wound close from the inside out until she's like, you can tell she's like still in shock, but she's not going to be bleeding out on the ground in front of you or anything like that. By the way, Mist has turned fully to Mist and is the hell out of dodge. Because yeah, this is not his scene. This is definitely the losing hand. He is folding and he has already run.
Can you suck him up in a tornado?
I was just thinking of that.
Yes! Great minds!
I'll give the opportunity if you want. If you want to do a burn or actually...
Mist doesn't move very fast.
It's hard to hold though. But yeah, if you want to do something like that, I would be good for it.
I think I'd do another burn.
Do you have any burn left? I think you don't.
No, I think I need to do another burn.
Oh, you have to do another one? Okay. Go for it.
Burn, baby, burn.
Nice. So is that one hold? I forget.
Uh,
Look that up real quick. Let's see.
Condition.
On a hit, hold 3 burn. So you got 3 burn and mark 1 condition. And what are you gonna spend your burn on right away? Or do you just want to use you can directly engage, basically use your powers as they are. You don't need to spend and burn to do this. Technically. Unless you want to totally a reality storm them. That would be quite effective.
Let me show you my Akira impression.
All right, what does Molly want to do?
No, yeah, I guess, yeah, just a little whirlwind to try and contain him.
All right, go ahead. Let's do. Let's see.
He's not actual like water mist, right?
More like gas mist. Are you gonna melt them and
Well, actually, I figured it was like
evaporate them?
like a sphere of really fast-moving, cold, freezing wind.
Oh, interesting. That's a good question.
Solidify him.
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
I'll call
Yeah.
it.
All right. Go ahead and if you don't, yeah, go ahead and let's unleash. So roll with freak. You're changing your environment
Oh.
quite drastically, reshaping it. Let's call it that for kick. Oh, is that your roll? I kind of noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
it's 7.
Cool. All right. Do you want to mark a condition, or do I get to tell you if it's unstable or temporary?
Go with unstable or temporary.
Okay. I'll say that. Yeah. So, are you trying to freeze him? Are you trying to whirlwind him? Which one are you going
Basically,
for?
just whirlwind them together so they can't escape.
Gotcha. All right.
Do a little freezing action at the same time and help solidify them.
Sure. Yeah. Let's call it temporary. So he's gonna you're gonna actually see him as the cold wind zips around him, and you actually see him the power of the whirlwind kind of shapes him into a funnel, if you will. That oblong thing freezes it, and suddenly it drops to the ground, and there's this mist. What used to be mist now kind of like frozen, frozen ice cube with the general outlines of a face on the front of it, and it's already melting at this point.
He's still alive.
I don't know. Probably. Odds are decent. He's sentient mist, so that must mean he's sentient ice at the moment. All right. So it's not too long before authorities get there. What do you call it? Silver Orchid, when they do get there, stands with Leech. She's like, "I know where you've come from, young man, and I'm glad to see I got a glimpse of where you're going. And when the time comes when you're a role model for someone, do a better job than me, kid." And she actually allows herself to be taken away by the same police that are picking up the other two.
All right.
All right, so let's move from there. Do you guys want to do a triumphant celebration, or anything else, or anything else you wanted to handle at the moment?
I want to go check on George.
We have a statement to give.
And we
Gotcha.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are told en route. He's at a local hospital.
Okay.
He's being treated. They can't say what for. HIPAA laws being what they are.
Anxiety.
Anxiety, terror.
PTSD.
Yeah.
I'm like, we didn't tell him anything about it. We just rescued him.
Copious amounts
Okay.
of alcohol is involved.
Well, we obviously gave full statements on the scene, but if the police need follow-ups, they can contact me. So I'm just going to go straight to the hospital.
Okay. Are you guys going with, or
George.
is it a solo?
I think
I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm not asking any of you to go with me, but I'm not
I think we'll wait
asking
outside.
you to not.
We can let you go in.
Well, that's pretty cool. So I can see the scene. Like the team is there. The team's there to support you, but you got to do your own thing. So they'll wait outside
Right.
the room, let you go in alone, and be there for you, type of thing. That's awesome. I could definitely see that working. So yeah, you go in. Pull that little curtain for privacy,
Mhm.
and he's right now he's getting fluids intravenously. He's definitely, you can tell he's a little doped up on some kind of anti-anxiety meds or something. As he kind of, after a second of hearing that sound of the thing, he looks towards your direction. His eyelids are kind of droopy, and he's like, "That was the worst day of my life."
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I was divorced that one time, and that was a real blow. But this here, I thought I was gonna die. I was gonna die, Rudy.
I pulled the curtain back and pushed my bracelet because I was still in costume.
Oh, you're still guys. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
I was, but I pulled the curtain back and then tapped my bracelet so that I am no longer in costume.
Gotcha. Well, I think because he is like the halfway house guy, he would know what your costume looks like. Your identity is known to the authorities. That type of thing.
Right. But
If that was what you're trying to.
well, I just didn't want regular nurses or whatever at the hospital to know that Rudy is Leech and vice versa.
Oh, gotcha. And yeah, and you guys could have been. I'm not that GM that. Oh, you guys didn't say you're out of costume when you were waiting outside the room. So yeah, no. So if you guys, yeah, you probably would change, or maybe not. I don't know what kind of vibe you're looking for,
I
but
think it probably would be best if we weren't in a hospital in costume.
Fair.
so as not to alarm
Okay.
anyone. That kind of thing. Okay, yeah. So say you just came in without costume. That's
Okay.
fine. Not a biggie. Yeah, he's like, yeah, Rudy was the worst day of my life. But you know what? It's not your fault. I don't want you thinking that. You know what? You know how long I've been working at that place you live?
Yeah, like 150 years, right?
Yeah, it feels like it. It feels like it. I still only get a week and a half of vacation, but let's not even talk about that. He's like, I've seen some good kids. I've seen some bad kids. And I've seen some good kids backslide into being bad kids. And you know what? I don't want that for you.
Well, I
I
don't want that for me either, but she wanted to kill you. Do you know
Yeah.
how hard it was for me to not help her?
I know. You did the right thing. That's what I'm saying. Don't let guilt get in the way. You did the right thing. You did exactly what I asked you to do. And I'm here to tell the tale. I mean, I'm on workman's comp right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm telling them the tale, too.
Yeah, definitely in the line of duty, I should think.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even have my breakfast bagel yet. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he has like a the hospital food tray, and it's like Jello and crap, and you can tell he's like, I just want a bagel, but all I have is orange Jello, and it's always orange Jello, you bastards. But yeah, he's like, don't you did the right thing. Don't you know? I've seen guilt cause people to backslide. That's what I was trying to tell you. So don't feel guilty. You know, even if I had gotten killed there, you did the right thing. I don't want you to fall off your path, man. Keep on it. And I'll be at work in another week or two.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna hold you to it, man. I'm gonna watch you close.
Okay.
And
Who's your replacement, do you know?
I don't even know. I don't care
I
right
hope
now.
it's not Jackson. Can you ask that it not be Jackson?
I'll
He's
see.
so
I'll see what I
mean
can
to
do.
me. God, I don't. Me and Christy and Andrew and Sarah. He hates us, and I don't know why. He
He's like,
always picks on us.
you can tell he's trying to dredge up the strength to care right now because he really
I'm
he,
far more concerned
because
with my own comfort than his freak out.
a true teenager.
We've
But yeah.
switched. It's all about me now.
But yeah, he's all you can tell he's like the right thing for him to do is to care, and he's just like, I'm sure I can give him a call, and he's like, I just want to stay awake. I'm tired. I just want to stay awake long enough to tell you, don't you dare fall off this wagon, kid.
Okay, don't
Understand?
fall off the wagon. I'm gonna call Anne and make sure that she can make sure it's not Jackson.
Good.
Yep.
Good. And
Get
then
some sleep.
with that he fades off. He's already gone.
Yep. Okay.
In a blissful,
Yeah.
hopefully nightmare-free sleep.
Get some. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Good night. Pulls the blanket up.
Oh, you do a little scene where you tuck him in, you little snuggie, you snug him a little bit, you know, and that's cute.
Just a little.
That's fine. Oh, good scene.
And then I text Anne. George is in the hospital. Please make sure it's not Jackson.
Yeah. and Anne is like on her third glass of wine and is trying to also dredge up the ability to carry right now, but she will actually call somebody on that because she has a strength. But yeah, right. What other scene do you guys want to do, or should we go? Do you want to do any? Do you don't actually want to do a triumphant meeting type of thing? It's up to you guys.
I'm not feeling. Leech isn't really feeling celebratory at the moment. He'd hang out with you guys, but he would not partake in a partying mood.
That's fair. What do you guys
He'd
want
be
to do?
good for a quiet night in.
Like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind enjoying myself a little bit before I have to get grounded for the rest of the week. I mean, I'm sure someone's going to notice that we missed the rest of the day.
Yeah, and after the last time.
I mean, twice in 2 weeks. It's not going to
Okay, well then let's go let's go eat our feelings in Froyo.
As it should be.
That's right.
Go get funnel cake at the Pendleton Fair.
At the what?
Pendleton Fair.
Are you saying there's a fair in town? And we could have been going to a fair while you were skipping school instead of fighting a freaking villain?
Shameless.
It's an open air market.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. I totally missed a chat comment. Too bad the villain isn't called the Shame Wizard. I
already fought Shame.
Yeah, Shame actually was already a villain. Funny. I'll throw that. Yeah, the Shame Wizard. But cool. Yeah. So what are you guys gonna do? How are you guys gonna do your triumphant celebration?
Go back to the hideout, I guess, and eat some froyo.
Excellent.
Yeah. Let's see. Leech is despite what George told him, Leech is feeling really guilty about his role in what happened, even even passively. And so
it's a good opportunity for someone to comfort or support Leech.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to say to Wraith, like, how can I how am I supposed to keep making that? They almost killed George. What if they had killed George? How am I supposed to keep doing this if they're going to kill people that I love or
Listen,
like?
it's part of what we do. We're
Well,
all at
I
risk.
know
We're
that,
all at
but
risk of this. It's not just George. It's not anyone. It could be our friends. It could be each other. It could be our family. We do good things. Bad people do bad things. You did a good thing today. You can't solve other people's issues.
I don't expect to try to solve them, but I don't know.
I mean, do you think Quick Strike would have done anything? Do you think she would change her spots and and not kidnap people? I mean, that's just what villains do.
I don't know.
Well-
She kind of talked like she might actually.
Like, then maybe there's a chance. Maybe you could work on her some more. Maybe after this failure that she'll see the light a little bit.
All right, Wraith, we'll go ahead and roll plus mundane. Definitely trying to
So
support.
you can try and make him better, but hey, I got
Nice.
something.
Yep, on a hit, they hear you. They mark potential clear condition or shift labels if they open up to you. And technically, Leech already had.
Which I think Leech already did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Leech, if you're cool with that, you can clear
Yeah.
condition or mark potential or shift label.
I'm gonna clear guilty.
Perfect. And let's see. Anything here? Okay. Yeah. So that's all there's for that. Awesome. Do you guys want to do the celebration, or we just kind of keeping it low key this session for your guys?
Oh, it feels sort of like a low key.
I would agree with you.
All right. Let's not do the celebration then. You guys will. Well, let's say you guys skulk home. It was a tough one. This was the first time your group has encountered someone was kidnapped that you knew. The rest of you guys don't know George like Leech does, but you've still seen him around as you visited Leech, that kind of thing. So it hits you, as you guys get home. Definitely, it's definitely something to think about for everybody. Why we want to, why it's so important to maybe keep those identities as secret as possible. That kind of stuff, goodness. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So, Nyx, you're laying down to try to get some sleep for the night. It's been a long one. You actually you potentially saved a life. There was you saw a hero almost go bad. It's been interesting. You're drained. You lie your head down. Your family is happy to see her back. Again, they've accepted the fact that you are part of a super team, a masked team, and this is how they work. It's not their first, that's their first time at the rodeo type of thing. So you're not grounded. Maybe Wraith is. Wraith probably is. Maybe Molly. We'll see. But yeah, you avoid grounding completely with a word of caution to know your limitations type of thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, you lie down your head and you're starting to fade off to sleep. And there's this buzz you feel in your head, and you felt it before, back when you were with the family. Like, my daughter, can you hear me?
What was that?
Fantastic. I was just like, oh my god, no.
It is I, your father.
I just have to put it out there. It sounds more like the Borg than her father.
It does. That is exactly what I thought of too. It's fantastic. I like it.
Can you say it?
Can I say what?
Resistance is futile.
Oh, sure. One second. Resistance is futile.
Oh, awesome.
Fantastic.
Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own.
She's gonna freak out. I mean, just totally and utterly freak out. Kind of do the whole thing where she screams to herself, you know.
Holds yourself.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Yeah, definitely. And again, this is something that when you were back with the family, it wasn't uncommon to be communed with by Father Apollo. And yeah, go ahead.
I'm just trying to think of other things. Continue.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a long second where you think maybe contact was broken, and then he continues. The time for your testing is coming soon. I know that you're preparing for it. I haven't found you yet, but I will. And when I do, be ready to join the family again.
I try to speak back to him.
Sure. Yeah, this is a two-way communication. At least it was back when you were in the old days.
I do not have a cool voice changer. So, but just leave me alone. I'm no longer a part of the family. I'm no longer a part of you. I am my own person.
Yeah, there's a hesitation, as if it's you can almost feel like anger coming through the link, and then it's that will never be true. You will always be family. Soon.
What about the others? Why'd you throw the others out?
Yeah, nothing. The contact is now gone.
Ah, just like a man.
All right, and that's where we'll end the session, so we can do post-session goodness. All right, so yeah, let's do our. Oop, and I totally forgot team mechanics. We really didn't need them. So good job. All right, let's do end of session moves, guys. Let's see. Let's start. I don't think we ever started with Mali before. Let's throw you in the fire first. Have you grown close to the team, into an image of yourself, or away from the team? And you may be muted. I'm not sure.
Closer to the. Yeah. Basically, when Leech asked me to join, or when I was asked to join Leech.
Ah,
Cool. All right, so Leech is one that made you feel welcome. Cool. So give influence to Leech.
Already done. Has it.
All right, then Leech, and you can either clear condition or mark potential. And Leech, you can switch his labels.
let's see. I would shift. I would shift your freak down and your superior up.
Cool. All right, let's go to Nyx. Have you grown close to the team, into an image of yourself, or away from the team?
I think I'm probably more to an image of myself.
Cool.
In all honesty, right there at the end, too, with basically standing up to Father Apollo.
Cool. All right, shift one label up, one label down of your choice. Were you shifting out of curiosity?
We'll be shifting danger up and mundane down.
Cool. All right, Leech. Have you grown close to the team, an image of yourself, or away from the team?
I feel like I've grown closer to the team, but I'm having trouble deciding who specifically helped made me feel closer to the team because everybody like rallied together to help me rescue George. It's like it's not a one person specifically. It's like
Oh, sure,
my
sure.
whole team like is like supported me today, and I made me feel really special.
That's awesome. I totally get that. If you want any input, I would suggest since Molly was on your team, basically you're, right there with you at that final confrontation.
Okay. Yeah. So I
You don't have
give
to take that. I'm just putting it out there.
no, that works for me. All right.
Okay.
So I give influence to Molly,
Right. And
and I
does it
think you
Molly
actually
already?
does Molly already have influence over me?
Uh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Then you would adjust my labels.
Cool.
Raise.
Oop. This was Adam.
Yeah, sorry.
We're so close, guys. Come on.
I know.
We got this.
Superior drop.
There
Say
he
it louder.
is. He's back.
Raise superior drop danger.
Raise superior, drop danger. Okay. Cool.
Cool. And yeah. So clear condition or mark potential. Also, right, don't forget that part.
Yep. I'm going to take more potential, which gets me another advance.
Perfect. All right.
So
Think about that
I'll
one.
decide on that by the end of by the next session.
Sounds good. All right. Wraith, have you grown close to the team and to an image of yourself or away from the team?
I'm gonna say image myself, both saving George and trying to talk down Silver Orchid. So I'm gonna raise.
Oh no. Everything's cutting out. Hold on. No. We're so close. Oh my god. We're so close. Okay. We're back, I think.
Good job on breaking the call.
Yeah. All right. We're more or less back. All right. Quick. Let's pound this out. You grew into an
So,
image of yourself, you
already
said?
did it, but, I raised Superior and lowered Freak.
Excellent. Alrighty then. Good job, guys. Excellent episode. I think you guys did an awesome job. You kind of came together. We split the team for I think the first time for real.
Mhm.
You kind of did your thing. You kind of worked with each other, which was cool. Again, I totally forgot about the team thing, but again, turns out you didn't need it. So awesome. So let's get out of here for tonight, boys and girls.
Cool.
All right. Let's bring it back here. All right. So Wraith, Leech, Molly, and Nix, thank you so much for being here and being awesome. Viewers, thank you for being here to watch. I'm Scott of Scott's Case Files. If you're watching this on my Twitch channel, definitely check out, follow the channel and get alerted when I go live. Also, the schedule is down there if you're watching on the Twitch channel. My Twitter, where I generally announce these sessions going live. And then also, you can join my Discord with a click by clicking down below, where we have talks every now and then, that kind of good stuff. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great time, and let's just like I said, anyone who got advances, get an idea what you want for next time. We'll talk it through, and then I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. I'll see Steve on Thursday for Urban Shadows.
See you guys.
Okay, have a good night, guys, and we're gonna go offline. Go.